In this haircut tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to do a burst fade on Asian hair. I'm going to teach you and take you through obstacles that you may come across, because not everyone can cut Asian hair. So I'm just going to teach you exactly everything I know. So that way, the next time you come across an Asian client, you're going to think, all right, I got this in the bag. I'll know what to do. So my client and I are doing a messy look on top, and we do a V in the back. So I start off by wetting the hair, sectioning it in the way the hair wants to grow. And I'm starting what's going on? I'm starting in the back of my client's head because I wanted to do the front of the hair, the bangs of the front last. So you see I'm point cutting, and because we want a textured look, rather than cutting straight across, I'm point cutting. When you point cut, you're cutting the hair. Well, technically you're cutting an uneven length, but with point cutting, you're just doing it in a way that the hair is evenly uneven. So I'll make my way from back to front. I'm going all the way on the sides as well. And now I'm up to the front. So you're going to see me. Well, I figure out what length I wanted to do, and I just decided to do the front afterwards. I just felt that it'd be much easier for me to see the overall picture if I started from the back. And my client and I, we don't really take too much length off. A lot of the time it's just weight. So I know where my client likes to have his hair hang to. So that's what I'm doing now. I pull the fringe, the bangs to the front to about the length that I want it. Usually most clients have it around their eyebrows, or they don't like their bangs to come below the eyebrows. So usually I cut the hair to about the eyebrows when it's wet. Because when it's dry, it bounces back up and it doesn't hang as low. All right, so now I'm working on the overhang on the side so that when my client's hair is messy, it isn't going to overhang out of place. It's going to stay either forward, or on the off occasion that it is, his hair is directed to the side, it's not going to overhang over the side and look ugly. So now I'm cutting the top of the hair at the back. And this is super, super simple. No crazy sections needed. This is just super simple. I act and treat the back of the hair exactly like hair on top. So the same way that you would comb a section of the back, and each time you comb, you collect some hair that you've previously cut, and then you do the same thing to the next part of the head, collecting some hair that you previously cut, and the same thing, and the same thing. I do that with the back of the hair. But instead of having my hands level with each other, my hands are to the side. I comb the hair, I cut the hair to the length that I want, and then just like I do on the top and bring the hair back and collect some of the hair that I've just previously cut, I do the same on the back of the head. And I cut. I do the same again, collect some of the hair that I've already cut and cut. It's just a little different because most of the time, the hair at the back, you don't want to be completely even with each other because you've got to contour your client's head shape. So just imagine that you're cutting the top of your clients, and your client has a comb over, you cut in the top with the scissors, and then sometimes you might need to over direct it depending on what the shape you want. It's a similar motion. So head, similar motion, cut, straight. You just do that exact same thing onto the sides, onto the back. That's exactly how I treat cutting the back. You can even see it. It looks like I'm cutting the top normally. I don't need to do any sections. No sections needed. It's simple, simple, simple. Nothing against sections. But if you haven't had the time to learn how to do the cool sections you see on Instagram and TikTok, this is just a guide that gets the job done pretty well as well. It's even a little faster. So nothing against the sections. This is just a faster faster way if you have no idea. And yeah, so you're gonna get, if you're ever thrown into the deep end, that technique's gonna save you for sure, because it saved me, without a doubt. Now I'm just doing some finishing touches to the front. I like to start with cutting the top and the back first before I do the fade, before I do the sides. I just find that it's much easier for me to determine the length that I want to blend up into. All right, so now I'm removing weight, I'm removing bulk with the 1.5 guard open. The time of recording this video, this was like a few weeks ago that I actually filmed the footage. Now, I've kind of changed it now, but I'm going to break down what I'm doing in this video. I'm creating the shape when I'm removing the bulk. So that's the important thing. And then with the fade, every guideline that I do, I'm following that shape that I've created with the 1.5 guard open. Now, I'm just blending up into the top, clipper over comb. All right, guess we're skipping that. I'm too slow. I like to do my skin line with the clipper, no guard closed. I find it much easier to get out the skin line, but we don't even go to skin with my client. We just do 0. And I'm moving super slow. Okay. All right, well, because I just missed that, here are my fading steps. I use no guard, then the half guard, and then usually the 1 guard. In this video, I don't. So no guard, half guard, and then I'll blend it into the top. No guard, half guard, blend it into the top. Between these 3 are steps. So no guard, open, half guard open, then blend it into the top. All right? No guard open, half guard open, and then to fade it out between these, I just have put the lever like halfway, or just open and closing. Super simple, super simple. Whenever I slap on a guard, even no guard, guard lines, lever open, and then to fade it out, I open it and close it. Simple. That's also considered like halfway, but halfway, your lever halfway isn't going to do the job every single time. As you can see, second guard line, half guard, open. And to fade it out, what did I just say? I'm gonna open and close it. Open and close that same length, but not yet. So I've done the guard line, and now to fade it out, fading out the second guard line, that same guard that I used as the guard line, and I'm opening and closing it. And that's just how I've been fading. Man, it is cold as hell, and I look huge. Oh my gosh. All right, now I'm just detailing the cut. My client's head fades pretty well, pretty easily. So my client wanted a V at the back. So what I do a lot when I do the Vs, I'm constantly checking in the mirror. I'm constantly checking if the bottom of the V lines up perfectly in the center of my client's head. I'm constantly checking if, now I'm just removing weight just so the V sits nicer. But as I was saying, I'm just constantly checking to see if the V is centered and symmetrical, and if both sides are the right angles and not offset. But as you just saw, I do a bit of clipper over comb for this as well. I just remove some of the weight around the V, so either we could see the V more once it's lined up. And that's really it. So with the lineup, super simple. With my client here, we don't even do vertical bars, we just do the hooks. You don't want to dig in too deep. Some clients like the look, but make sure you tell them, you know, the grow back's going to be ugly. But, oh shucks, I got a book and a cut. Hey Siri, make a reminder in 15 minutes. Nah, shucks. Hey Siri, make a reminder in 10 minutes, book in Kim haircut. All right, man, I missed a lot. Dang, so with the blade, and with the eyebrows, you want to keep the eyebrows as dark as possible, as full as possible. You don't want to shape the eyebrows. There's a difference between shaping eyebrows and cleaning eyebrows. I've learned that over the years. Men are worried to get their eyebrows done because they think it's going to look shaped and girly. Naturally, some men's eyebrows are just naturally shaped, and that's okay. But men are worried because they think that's going to be done purposely. It's not the case. My client here, we leave his eyebrows as natural as possible. I just remove all the little hair. So you'll be able to see the little hair, or you'll be able to see the dark hair from the eyebrow, which is the original shape, and then just little hair that you can get rid of most of the time. Hold the blade flat, pull the skin tight. Now here, I'm just detailing, cleaning my client. You're going to see me, I think I cut his hair. I think I go over the fade. I'm going over the neckline up. Yeah, and I like to make sure that, well, I do my best to get rid of all the hair that's been cut or left from fading, just so my clients can feel clean afterwards and there's not much hair on them at all after the cut. You're going to see me style my client's hair as well. Geez, they look huge. And this is, bro, and I've gotten leaner since this video too. I've gotten bigger and I've gotten leaner. So now I'm just removing some of the weight at the back. I'm actually just evening it out. Because at the back here, I noticed it's a little, the weight at the back just didn't look even. It looked a bit like higher on one side, lower on the other. So that's what I just did there. You can use scissors, but I just felt like clip over comb was better. All right, just touching up the V. Now that we've also removed some of the weight, so the weight doesn't hang down too low, so you can see the V more now. All right, and this is cool. This is just a, right, getting a phone call too. I can wait. And I'm just getting a, this is just cool. You get to see me work in real time. I'm just blow drying my client's hair because I'm about to style it. When I style my client's hair, because we do texture powder, I like to dry off his hair as much as possible. Only just because it's texture powder. Any other product like a wax or a clay, sea salt spray, I like to do it in damp hair, but texture powder specifically, I believe works better on dry hair. So I apply it, I shake it, and then I move it around, I believe, as well. Yes, I add more. So I like to, whenever I apply product, get all the product in the hair first and then I style. And I recently have also been teaching my clients how to style, because I also sell the products that I use. So if I'm constantly teaching my clients how to style, not only will they be able to style their hair without me, because a lot of clients don't actually know how to style, which leaves a great impression, but I'm constantly reminding them of just styling their hair. They look at the products, I constantly tell them, you know, I sell these products too, and then I make a few sales. And look, you can sell products, depending on your market, you can sell products for almost as much as a haircut. The price, my haircut prices right now, some of them, well, one of my products is the exact same price as this haircut here. That's just a normal men's haircut. Now I'm just touching it up, making sure my client's haircut is up to par. So this is our Bexley North shop. So at the time of filming this video, our Revesby shop was getting renovated. And we're back at Revesby now. Our shop's been renovated. It's awesome. We're the top rated barbershop within Revesby. And now we have a fresh new space to work in. And it was really fun working at Bexley North in the meantime, during our renovations periods. Now I'm just touching up the front, just texturizing the top. Actually, no, I'm taking more length off. That's what I'm doing. And because I know that my client likes texture, I'm also texturizing it to take the length off, rather than cutting it first and then texturizing. If that makes sense. Now here, you can see me, I'm awkwardly over my client. Realistically, I wanted him to face the camera, so I just did that awkward thing over his head. But like, realistically, I'd move to his side or I'd spin the chair. So I'm on the side of him, and then I would section the hair that way. Just makes your life easier. But because I wanted my client in the camera for this shot, I just decided to walk around him. And I'm adding more texture powder in because I had to cut some of the hair, so some of the texture powder left. All right, now I'm just creating the perfect look for my client. My client lives right around the corner from our Revesby location, and he came all the way to a few suburbs away to get a haircut, so I appreciate you, bro. Yeah. So if you want a haircut from me, I help men go from being unconfident to unforgettable. If you're in Sydney, Australia, and you want to become unforgettable, bro, what's going on? You want to become unforgettable, book your haircut with me. Link in the description or go to jtcuts.com. And this is how the cut turned out. The cut turned out great. This is only a quick haircut. My client only gets a 0, so it saves me a step. It's very easygoing. The scissor work is simple. Mind you, I do tend to go over time a little bit with most of my clients, but that's a me problem that I'm working on. So the more that you can learn from me and learn from my mistakes, the more efficient you can be. And this is how this is how the cut turned out. It turned out great. Look, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'll see you soon. Follow me on Instagram, book your haircuts, and I'll see you next time. Peace.